into our key level. So now that we tap into our key level, right, there's only two things that can happen. We can either long or we can short, right? This is what we're looking for. Do we want to go long or do we want to go short, right? This is the only thing you need to see. And this is where, truthfully, the footprint charts come in, right? Because we had quite a range at this zone, right? We barely broke above this zone. We started to have a couple breaks down here. So this is what we're now looking for. So when we see price breaking below our zone, or we start to see that weakness, right? This is where we want to understand price action. So again, being patient and waiting for the move is your biggest kind of advantage when it comes to key levels. So a couple of things about key levels here. Let's break this down. So we tap into this zone at 10 past 4 Eastern, right? 10 past 4, and we didn't break below the zone until 32 past, right? Or let's just say 31 past. We stayed in this zone for almost, let's call that 25 minutes. So in this 25 minutes, it's very easy for the markets for you to go higher, for you to start going short. I used to get chopped up in this region. So I have a few basic rules that I break down, and I'm going to break them down in this video, right? Now, the first thing is you want to be using footprint charts at this area. So I've got my footprint charts up here, and I'm just going to break these down. So these are what my footprint charts look like. So when we look into, basic price action, so I'm going to focus on this wick over here, right? This price action, as we start to melt to the downside, right? This is the main candle I want you to focus on. And so this candle corresponds to this candle, right? So what do you see over here that specifically tells you that you want to be going short, right? What does this candle tell you? So this candle gives you a bunch of information, right? This candle tells you basically one thing, right? So if you just take a look at the bid and you compare it to the ask, right? So the bid and the ask give you the information inside of the candles, right? This is what this chart shows you. This is the footprint charts. So this entire strategy is dependent on two things. You have the right level and you know how to read price action correctly inside of that level, right? Those are the only two things that you need. So if we just take a look at this candle over here, what do you see specifically? So inside of this green candle, now the shape of the candle, the type of the candle doesn't really matter. You want to focus on the substance inside the candle, specifically this top half, because this is where we have all the substance. So what we see here is a left number and a right number. So what does this left number and right number tell us? So it tells us the bid and the ask respectively, right? So this